Hello, my name is James Cox, and I'd like to thank you for coming to this demonstration on how to consolidate inventory. I've been working with inventory for the past 10 years. 7 years as an inventory control manager for a fitness company in Lake Mills. For the past 3 years, I've been working in Madison as also inventory control manager as well as receiving. I've been part of 2 very successful inventory redesigns. With the first company, we were moving from one building to another, and it was my job to make sure that the integrity of the inventory stayed as the move happened. With the second one, we bought a company out in California, and the inventory was transferred to the Madison plant where we had to inventory it, consolidate it to ensure the accuracy of the inventory. The following are the steps that you'll need, and you'll need to look at your pamphlet that you have in front of you. But in order to meet the sales of the integrity, it needs to be accuracy. The first thing that you need to do is to identify the problem, identify the need to consolidate. An effective warehouse operates with the level of inventory at around 80% to their capacity. Most warehouses that I've been at operate around 98 to 99%, as is the one that I work in. When that happens, the manager needs to take a look and find out ways that he or she can consolidate the inventory to make better use of the warehouse space. From the inventory menu on figure 1 of your pamphlet, you need to put a 10 into the selection box at the bottom of the screen as shown. This opens up the summary availability screen, and then you need to input the part number of which you want to consolidate. And for instance, in the one that provided, we are looking at a part number of 402-11001. You can see that it is in 4 different locations. We want to try to consolidate it into as few locations as possible, hence making space in the warehouse. So with the BCK, also known as work in process, that is the material that is on the floor being processed to make inventory, to make finished goods inventory. Therefore, we won't touch that one. The other locations, which start with a 501, are raw material locations, somewhere throughout the warehouse that we can, in different locations that we need to try to put into one location. As you can see, we have 5,752 pieces in J8C. Also next to there, you see a little S. That is a secondary location. The one in P1C is the primary location. So what we're going to do is try to put all the inventory into the primary location, which is P1C. Once we go out there and we manually put the inventory in one location, now we need to do it systematically. We need the inventory in the system to match what's on the shelf. So when you go back to the inventory submenu, you want to put a 3 in there for the inventory transfer. Once you put a 3 in there, then that was as shown on figure 3. Once you put a 3 in there, it brings up the raw material transfer screen, as shown on figure 4. The most important thing when conducting a consolidation is to ensure the integrity of the inventory. So when you are combining them onto separate skids or the same skid, you want to do inventory counts, cycle counts, to where you can verify that the count is correct. Once the counts are verified to be correct, you will then transfer them into the system. Make sure that you fill out the screen completely while transferring to branch 5,000 always. That's shown on figure 5. This is the way that it will look once you fill it out, the raw screen. You'll put the item number in there, which is the 402-11001, which is highlighted on your pamphlet. You'll put the quantity. The first location is the from location. So in this instance, we're taking 11,160 from P2C and transferring them to the primary or 501 P1C, which is the second location that you'll fill out. Once you've completed transferring them in the system, you'll go back to the summary availability, which is a 10 in the selection box, and you can see on figure 6 that all of the parts are now either in WIP, work in process, which is BCK, or in the primary, a 501P1C. I want to thank you for learning this and showing and just sitting here with me right now. And we need to make sure that when we do the consolidation, the most important point is to make sure the integrity of the inventory is correct, as well as trying to make sure that they're all in the primary location. Thank you.